Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Georgia Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a couple of announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button, the question and answer button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. You can address those questions to any one of the universities that are presenting. Or if you have general questions about applying to college, the application, really anything related to college admission is fair game. So don't be shy, ask questions. Admission officers love to answer questions when they have an opportunity. So use that Q&A function. Your camera and microphone are turned off, so the panelists won't be able to see or hear you. So really the only means you have to interact with us is through that Q&A. This is just one of many different sessions that's happening. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions as part of the Georgia Virtual College Fair series. Also, this presentation, as well as recordings of all of the other presentations, the sessions are being recorded. So they'll be available in about a week. So at the same website where you registered. So come back if you're missing another university to be here with us this evening. You'll be able to find that again on the same website where you registered for this session. So now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, which is Tyler from Georgia Southwestern State University.
All righty. Hey guys, I hope that y'all are doing well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. I'm also joined by Luke Ellis. You'll see him actually in the chat. So feel free to ask questions during this, but if you have anything afterwards, feel free to join us at gsw.edu/chat and we'll be able to talk a little bit more. So just to tell you a little bit about GSW and what all we have to offer. So first off, to start, we are located in Marcus, Georgia. We're very centrally located when it comes to the state and our surrounding areas, about 2 hours from Atlanta, 2.5 hours, and 2 hours from the Florida border, and right there by Alabama. So you shouldn't come too far from wherever you're at to come to school here at GSW. By the numbers, just telling you a little bit about our student population. We're not too terribly big, about 3,000 students, so super hands-on, and you can see that as evident by our student faculty ratio is 16:1 with small class sizes, about 20 on average in your in all of your classes, about 25 in the core. We average about 400 freshmen every year. This year we're right around 450, 460. So we're growing, but still not too terribly big. But to continue with our students, just the average student that we get here at GSW, you're looking at around 3.23 GPA with either a 1050 composite on the SAT or a 20 on the ACT. A majority of our students do come from private schools. Part of that is due to our size, and we are mostly Georgia students. So being here in the state, you will definitely be surrounded by other Georgians, with 25% of our students that come from the metro Atlanta area. So if you're looking to get out of the city and come to South Georgia, we're definitely glad to have you, and you will not be alone. And you can see here, 70% of our students receive the Hope Scholarship. So we definitely bring in really good students every year. And you can see here, these are all of our degree programs. We have over 40 different degrees, certificates, and minors you can choose from, broken up into 4 different colleges and schools. Nursing is definitely our best program. We do have the #1 nursing program in the state of Georgia, with education and business following behind in terms of popularity. So look on here, see if there's anything that you're interested in, and come learn a little bit more about it here on our campus. Also, we always encourage our students to be involved. That's one good thing about our students is they do like to be involved on our campus. And so we have plenty of activities for you to take part in. And so you can see here everything that you could think of, from Greek life to the social clubs, student government association, the religious affiliated groups, academic clubs, so for your specific major, and also the honor societies, from athletics to intramurals, a little bit of everything for you. And then our SET team, which is our student engagement team, they put on a lot of really good events and different things for students to get involved in. So keep an eye out for that. And this just gives you an idea of what it's like to live in our residence halls and what that looks like. We do have suite style housing for you, so that is really good. And you'll see in those blueprints that there is a bathroom in every room. So no communal bathrooms and showers, which is great. We do have 2 different types of rooms for our freshmen to choose from. You'll see on the left there, that is our shared room. So you see, it's just you and a roommate. You share one big room. So I hope that you like each other because you'll be spending a ton of time together. But also on the right there, you will see the shared, the semi-private option. So you do have your own individual space, but you do still share a bathroom with your roommate. It does come furnished, so you can see it has a bed, desk, chair, and dresser, so you won't have to bring that when you move in. And just how we compare to other schools here in the state, you can actually find this on our website. So we are on the far left over there, and you can see our tuition and fees breakdown. We do have one of the best tuition rates in the state of Georgia and in the country, so you definitely want to keep that in mind. But we know that college can be expensive, and we want to do our best to keep costs low for you. So feel free to check out our cost comparison later, like I said, on our website. But really, you want to come see yourself at Southwestern. You're never going to know if a college is for you until you actually step foot on college campus yourself. So make sure that you check out all the different visit options that you have wherever you're looking. So for us, we are offering on-campus visits. So that's through campus tours and preview days. We do our campus tours daily during the week. So Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. You'll get to meet with myself or Luke, who is here. And then you actually get to go out with one of our student tour guides and check out campus with them, and they can answer any questions that you have. And that you can sign up for that online, but also our preview days. These are on the weekend. So our next preview day is actually next Saturday, November the 14th. So you and your family can come down. It's about a half a day. You get to get a little more in depth at preview day. And so we have at least one Saturday event every month through May. So make sure that you find a time where you can get on campus and come check us out. You can sign up for those visits at gsw.edu/visit. We would love to host you and your family and to show you what we are all about. So like I said, if there was anything that caught your attention that you are interested in, feel free to join us again at gsw.edu/chat. Luke and myself will be there, and we'll be glad to answer any questions you have. Thanks for logging on, and let us know if we can help you with anything.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our next presenter is Karis from Piedmont College.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to share my screen real quick for you. I hope everyone is doing well this evening. Okay, here we go. Okay, so my name is Karis. I am an admissions advisor here at Piedmont. I work mostly with students from the North Metro Atlanta area. Piedmont College. So a few quick facts about us. We were founded in 1897. We'll jump back to that on the next slide. We have over 50 different majors here at Piedmont. So we are a private liberal arts institution. So you are going to have a well-rounded education once you graduate from Piedmont. Our 4 schools are the R.H. Daniel School of Nursing and Health Sciences, like Georgia's Southwestern. We are one of the top nursing schools in the state of Georgia, #1 private nursing institution. Our Walker School of Business, some of our unique majors in there, global logistics and supply chain management, as well as business analytics. Our School of Education, we're one of the premier teacher education programs in the state of Georgia. And our School of Arts and Sciences houses 30 of those 50 majors, over 30 of those 50 majors, with our fine arts programs, visual art, music, theater education, as well as physics, biology, everything else, and multiple programs in between, including forensic science and a 3+3 pre-law program degree with Mercer University. So we have over 49 active clubs and organizations here at Piedmont. When you look at the fact that we have about 1,250 undergraduate students, it's a lot to get involved in. Our clubs and orgs range anywhere from interest-based clubs to academic-based clubs to your traditional leadership organizations like student government associations, student ambassadors, and such. 21 different NCAA Division III athletic teams, as well as many intramurals. Our classes are small. We have 11 students to every faculty member on campus, and that 12 to 13 average class size means your professors know you, they know who you are, they know what you want to do, and how they can help you get there. Super exciting news, Piedmont University. I said we've been around since 1897. A really good 125th birthday present to ourselves seemed to be becoming Piedmont University. So that is coming up with new buildings, new athletic complexes, and new logos coming soon. Residence life. We have multiple styles of residence halls on campus. Freshmen do have roommates. It helps you acclimate to college much faster. After that, you wouldn't have a roommate. You would have your own room. All of our rooms come with a standard twin beds or 2 beds. They also all come with a full-size refrigerator, microwave, and closet space, desk area, chairs, the whole thing. There's more activities on campus than days in the school year, so you will only be bored if you choose to be. We are up here in the Northeast Georgia mountains, so you can get outside and just enjoy nature and the quietness that can bring as well. So you can see some of our events around campus right here, and admissions requirements. Our application never has a fee, so our application is always free. www.piedmont.edu/apply. You can see what we look for in a student. So we're looking really for that 3.0 GPA or higher, but obviously you can see our freshman average last year, and that's been pretty standard for the last 4 or 5 years. We are test optional right now, but recommended. So we understand if the test has been canceled on you multiple times possibly, but we would love to see a test. If your GPA is lower than 3.3, just send us some teacher recommendation letters or an essay, and we'll be happy to look at your file. We do a holistic review of everyone's file. Our merit-based scholarships range anywhere from $12,000 to $17,000 a year, and those are determined by your GPA and could be your test scores if you have them. So we are also on the Common App, just FYI for anyone who has filled that out. Financial aid, 97% of our students receive it, 100% of our incoming freshmen received it last year. Our merit-based scholarships, I mentioned those on the last slide. That's really where a lot of your money is going to come. We do receive, even as a private institution, Hope and the Zell Miller Scholarship. They're just different than at a public school. So what you can do is contact us, and we'll put you in contact with a financial aid advisor, and they will walk you through that process as well. There are no athletic scholarships, being that we're Division III. It is the truest form of college athletics, and you are a student first and an athlete second. But other departments do have scholarships, such as our fine arts department, or once you hit an upper level major in some of the other classes. So we did last year, remember, about 1,200 undergraduate students. We gave about $12 million in institutional aid. There's a lot of money to go around here at Piedmont. We want to see you on campus. We are doing in-person campus tours. They are individual as well. You and your family. I actually saw a couple of names on the list of people who've been on campus recently, so I'm glad to see you guys here right now. But come on campus, come meet a professor. You're going to get to sit down with a professor in your area of interest. You're going to sit down with admissions, financial aid, and a campus tour by one of our student tour guides. So it is a great opportunity to see if Piedmont's the place you want to be for the next 4 years. We do offer remote campus tours, though, if you can't get to campus. And we have a virtual live preview day coming up at the end of this month, November 23rd. That is the Monday before Thanksgiving. So we will be online, but live, and as in person as we can get. And we would love to see you there. It's piedmont.edu/preview is how you sign up for that. You can see here is my information. So grab your phone, take a picture of it if you need it, or just check us out on social as well. There's a lot of time. You can see what our students are up to and a lot of Q&As going on there. And that's all I have. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Our next presenter is Brittany from Queen's University, Charlotte.
Hello, everyone. We'll get my screen up and running as well here. All right. So welcome to Queen's University's presentation. My name is Brittany. I'm actually your direct admissions counselor working with Georgia students. So working with you through the entire process from start to finish, whether you're a sophomore, junior, or senior this year, you're applying to Queen's, I really will be your go-to person. So definitely connect with me after this presentation. But just to give you a little bit of background about Queen's, I'll go over specifics about our school. I'll go over internship, study abroad, and some athletic and application stuff as well. So give you kind of a quick rundown of what Queen's is. We are a small school. However, we're in the heart of a big city. So Queen's has this, what we call this yes and experience that really relates to all students on campus. So whether, you have a full-time job or you're an athlete or any of these things, essentially means you don't have to sacrifice one thing for another. And I think that has a really big part to do with us being in this big city as well, right? So we have 2,500 total student body, and we're in the heart of the city and the fourth fastest growing job market. We have a fairly small average class size of 17. However, we completely cap out at 20 students. So even in those bigger general education program classes, or kind of bigger major classes, you're never going to have more than 20 students in your class. By the time you get to about, I would say, junior year and you declare your major, you may have 9, 10 students in your class at a time. So when it comes to majors, we have about 42 and 64 minors. You do not need to declare your major until your junior year. And I would say our most popular majors, just being in the heart of the city, are naturally going to be business. Nursing is a major one as well, and then education. So those are our top 3, but we have 42 others to choose from as well. So moving a little bit on to study abroad, I know, we're in a pandemic right now and we're not able to study abroad currently, but this is a big part of our university. And, by the time you're juniors and seniors, hopefully being able to take advantage of it. But we have got something called our JBIT program, John Belk International, and it's completely funded by John Belk. So he's given Queens an endowment for you to study abroad for no cost. And essentially what the program is a semester in the classroom, and you take everything you learned into fruition abroad for only about a week, maybe 2 weeks at most. So you're not missing class time, you're not missing any of those bigger vacations or things like that that you would want to take either, but you're most likely going to be during winter break, spring break, or summer. So it's up to you kind of what route you want to go with that. And it's just, again, a great way to get back to that yes and experience where you don't have to sacrifice being away for an entire semester or a whole year, but really can take those studies abroad for just about a week or 2. And moving a little bit into our internship program, we do require an internship. So every single one of our students will complete one. Unless you are a nursing or music therapy major, those majors have their own clinical hours. So those will sort of act somewhat of your internship. But the way we go about it at Queens is by partnering with different companies within the Charlotte area. So big Fortune 500 companies, bigger companies that have their headquarters uptown. I know that BB&T and SunTrust just merged and their headquarters are there. We have Bank of America, Wells Fargo, some of those bigger banks, as well as the Panthers and the Hornets, if you have any sports fans out there. So us partnering with these different companies makes it better for our students to know that they're going into a great internship of their choosing that may turn into a full-time position. I think that has a lot to do with that number of 97% of graduates employed or in graduate school, and then 94 found a job within 9 months of graduating. So I think having that internship, a lot of those times you'll go your entire senior year knowing there's a job waiting for you on the other side. So it is a big part of kind of our experience at Queens as well. So going a little bit into campus life, we do have 60 plus clubs and organizations. I do believe it's about 74 or so. If we don't have a club that maybe you're interested in doing that you're currently doing on your campus now in high school, and we don't have it at Queens, you can make your own club. So you're able to, have 10 other students sign a petition as well as a faculty member, and you will then have your own club on campus. We do have 8 different residence halls as well for students to choose from, with about 2/3 of students living on campus. So we do require a 3-year residency. It is your choice to move off your 4th year, but I would say most students typically stay. But I would also say we don't have, what people normally call what is a suitcase campus, right? Students are really staying on campus and taking advantage of, all the different things to do, both on Queens University's grounds and also in the Charlotte area. We're also a Division II school with 24 different athletic teams. So this is a lot of information on one slide. I would look at the major, how to apply to Queens. We are a free application. We can be found on the Common App or just the Queens website. And we do look at each student holistically. So essentially what that means is your extracurricular activities are just as important as your essay. Your essay is just as important as what types of classes that you're taking, right? So looking at each student holistically will generate a merit-based scholarship anywhere from $9,500 to $14,500, which will be with you on a yearly basis. So definitely come to apply to Queens, and please let me know specifically if you have any questions about the application process or different dates and deadlines. And we are a test optional school as well, so I can kind of help provide some more information on that point. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to connect with y'all soon.
Thanks so much, Brittany.
Yeah.
Our next presenter is Jeannie from Regent University.
So hello, everyone. I'm so excited to have this opportunity, to share with you a snapshot of our school. So we are a four-year private Christian university. We are located in Virginia Beach and online. So over 4,400 of our 11,000 students are undergraduates who are either taking classes online, living on campus with us, or commuting to campus. So our students represent all 50 states, 90 countries, and 40 denominations. So on this next slide here, you can see that our average test scores and GPA are listed here. But at Regent, we are looking at the student holistically, considering each student as an individual, what are their extracurriculars, the difficulty of their classes in high school, and other information submitted during this application process. So like many of the schools that you're hearing from tonight, we are also test optional this year due to the challenges of scheduling and taking that SAT during the pandemic. However, we do encourage you to keep rescheduling, as those scores do give you a better academic profile. But again, we do not need those test scores for you to be able to come to Regent University. So Regent University has a rich history of over 40 years as an award-winning accredited liberal arts university. And for 8 years in a row, we are very proud to have received US News and World Report best online bachelor's programs in the state of Virginia. So this is a fantastic benefit for our students now more than ever in this new virtual world that we're all experiencing. And also for those online students that we have to cater to their flexibility. So we have curated a comprehensive liberal arts curriculum for which we are only one of 23 universities to receive that A rating. And as you can see here, 90% of our faculty do hold that highest degree in their discipline, and many of them are actively working in their fields, giving you, the student, that real world experience. Our faculty to student ratio is 17:1. This small classroom size is going to allow you to build relationships between your peers, and also receive more personalized instruction from your professors. And these relationships are going to be invaluable to you as you begin to grow your network and look for those jobs in that chosen field. And finally, we awarded over $24 million in institutional scholarships and financial aid last year. So we are very generous with that money. When we talk about our tuition rates, we know that figuring out the finances of going to college is a huge factor in deciding where you want to go. So at Regent, we are committed to making our education affordable. We rank in the top 5% of most affordable private Christian colleges and universities. So 85% of our undergraduate students do receive some sort of aid. We have a number of institutional opportunities for aid, and encourage our students to also fill out that FAFSA to take advantage of federal aid, which might even come in the form of grants, which you do not have to pay back. You'll see this website here on the bottom right of the screen. We encourage you to use this net price calculator as a resource for breaking down your costs on your individual circumstances. We also have many students who choose to study with us online as well. Tuition in this case is determined by course load, and full-time here at Regent University is 12 or more credits per semester. So with over 135 programs of study, we offer classes in the most relevant and popular majors, from associate's degree all the way up to doctoral programs. And for those students who are desiring to expand their knowledge using a more classical approach, our Honors College offers a challenging curriculum in a cohort collaborative type style that's going to foster your knowledge, character, and also grow your skills. So at Regent University, we offer our students and actually our alumni as well, many resources to ensure their success, whether you live on campus, you're commuting in with us, or you're taking classes online. One of my favorites I want to point out is our Office of Career talent and management. They do a great job of serving our students. Our students and alumni can receive professional help on their resumes, learn how to interview better, find internships and jobs, as well as access our premium career assessments. So we understand that the college experience involves more than just the classroom. It incorporates your whole life as a student. And we have many opportunities outside of the classroom. So we have over 55 student-led organizations and also offer 9 collegiate sports, as well as club and intramural sports. We do have a state-of-the-art performing arts center where students can either watch or even participate in several productions throughout the year. And finally, if you are interested in a military career, we offer several ROTC programs and some really great scholarships for those students. So if I'm speaking to you right now, we encourage you to go to our website and look at our military resource page to access all those scholarships and discounts. And Regent is located in beautiful coastal Virginia Beach. We're only a short drive from the boardwalk. In the state of Virginia, there are 38 state parks and 21 national parks, so perfect places for you to explore on your weekends. Virginia is home to several historic sites, including nearby historic Williamsburg. Regent students can also take advantage of nearby art museums and cultural events. Plus, we are only a few hours away from places like the Outer Banks, and here you can see from DC as well. So we encourage you to schedule an on-campus tour with us. We are practicing, social distancing and masks, and we can take you in individual or in your family groups. We also do have a virtual tour online, which we encourage you to check out on our website. You can apply online, or you can call and speak with one of our admissions counselors, and oftentimes they will waive that application fee. So thank you for your time, and we look forward to helping you discover your future.
Thank you so much, Jeannie. Our next presenter is Kenya from the University of Maryland.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us today. My name is Kenya Taylor, Assistant Director of Regional Recruitment and Alumni Relations at the University of Maryland. So the University of Maryland is a nationally ranked top-tier research institution. We are a large university. We have about 30,000 undergraduate students. So our students get to enjoy all of the amenities of being at a large university, as far as the technology, the research, the internship opportunities, experiences outside of the classrooms, and also the campus life. Our students are very active. We have over 800 student organizations, so there is always something to do and always something to be a part of on campus. And we have a very vibrant and diverse student population. Our undergraduate students, about 43% identify as being a student of color, and we get students from all 50 states, including Georgia, and over 100 different countries. Our faculty to student ratio is 18:1, and our average class size has about 40 students in them. We are Division I in athletics, and we are in the Big Ten Conference. So our students, it's not required for first-year students to live on campus, but highly encouraged, especially for our out-of-state students. And for those students that complete their housing application by the deadline, we do guarantee housing for all students, all first-year students, excuse me. And we do have living learning communities within our residence halls, so students can choose to live with the students that share the same major or the same interests as them. We're located in the beautiful town of College Park, Maryland, which is located just about 10 miles from Washington, D.C., and about 20 miles from the state capital of Maryland, Annapolis. We're easily accessible by 3 major international airports, so it makes going to your destination and getting back very easy. And being so close to Washington, D.C. does open up an abundance of opportunities for our students, from cultural experiences, professional, recreational opportunities. Many of our students will choose to intern or work for the national think tank agencies, federal agencies. Like I mentioned before, there's abundance of cultural experiences as well, from the National Smithsonian Museums. And once the world is open back up again, things like Cherry Blossom Festival and being able to attend one of the many national sports games. We offer over 90 academic degree programs within our 12 schools and colleges and our College of Letters and Sciences. So students have a lot of options here at the University of Maryland. Students can have a double major, they can have a major and a minor, and so you don't necessarily, and students are able to take courses outside of their major as well. So you're really able to shape your experience as far as the things you're looking to learn. Some of our more popular majors include our business programs, engineering, computer science, government and politics, and also our psychology programs. We do have a good handful of majors that we consider to be limited enrollment programs. Because of their strong reputation, they are highly sought after. So we do limit the number of students that we enroll in these programs. So they do in nature become a little bit more competitive beyond the the initial admissions review. So anyone that is interested in any of these limited enrollment programs, definitely encourage you to go out to this website to look a little bit more about those requirements for these to be admitted into these majors. And we make sure that our students have opportunities to, extend their learning beyond the classroom. So we do offer undergraduate research opportunities for our students, internships. And another advantage of being so close to Washington, D.C. is that our students don't have to wait until the summer to do an internship. They're able to go to class, hop on a train, and be in D.C. for their internship in about 15 to 20 minutes. We have a very strong education abroad program with about 400 options for students to choose from. And we are a do-good campus. Our students are committed to service learning, and we do offer nationally recognized living learning programs within our residence halls. Now, as far as our admissions requirements, we do a holistic review for admission. So that means that we don't just base it on a GPA or a test score. We look at everything. And this year we are test optional. So if students choose not to submit a test score, we will then review them on 25 different factors instead of 26 different factors. So a third of these factors are academic in nature. We will be looking at the students' coursework, the rigor of their coursework. And then other factors are non-academic in nature as far as leadership and academic endeavors outside of the classroom. And then we also have factors that are aligned within the mission of the university. So on average, the average incoming freshman has mostly A's, some B's, and are B as in boy, and are taking the most rigorous courses offered at their high school. The middle 50% for the SAT is a 1390 to 1490, and about a 30 to 33 on the ACT. So with that being in the middle 50%, there's 25% of the incoming class that was above that, and then 25% that were below those scores as well. So we require students to submit the application. We are on both the Common App and also the Coalition application. There is an application fee, and students can apply for an application fee waiver if they do have a financial need. We require 2 letters of recommendation, one from a high school counselor and one from a teacher. Students will have to submit official transcripts, If you are applying with test scores, they do need to be official and come directly from ACT or SAT. And students have, in addition to the activities list on the application, you have the option to upload a resume or a portfolio or submit any supplemental documents that you feel will help the review committee get to know or show us a little bit more about you that we can't see from looking at your GPA or looking at a test score. Students are required to submit an essay, and then about 24 to 48 hours after they apply, students will be prompted to complete the TERPS application portal, which is very important this year because this is where you will indicate to us if you're going to be applying test optional or not. And students are also able to monitor their application checklist through this portal. So our early action deadline has passed, which was November 1st, but our regular decision deadline is January 22nd. So we encourage all students to make sure, if you're still applying, to get your applications in early. And students are reviewed for merit-based scholarships when they first apply to the university. We don't have on-campus tours. We encourage you to visit us virtually, and you can check out our website for more information. Thank you.
Thanks, Kenya. Our next presenter is Brian from Xavier University, Louisiana.
Hi, everyone. Just give me one moment so I can share my screen. All right, and so good evening to everyone. My name is Brian Cooper, and I serve as the Associate Director of Admissions here at Xavier University, and I double as the college rep for the state of Georgia for Xavier as well. And so I thank you all for signing on tonight. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them after I get done with this short presentation. And so first off, just to let you know, according to our numbers, Xavier has just below 3,400 students enrolled at Xavier as of this semester. And so currently our students are taking a mix of online and in-person classes. They did have the choice of taking strictly online classes if they wanted to as well. And so in-person classes are, of course, socially distanced. And so usually, let's say if you had 50 people within one classroom, now you would have 18 people within that classroom. Also, our student to teacher ratio is 15:1, meaning 15 students to every one professor on average across the entire university. And so we do have two different colleges here at Xavier. One is the College of Arts and Sciences, which takes up, or which is the school or college that most of our departments are a part of. And then you have the College of Pharmacy, meaning that you can obtain a doctorate degree in pharmacy here at Xavier. And so we are an HBCU, and our numbers do show it as well. And so 71.6% of our students identify themselves as African American. And then we are a Catholic affiliated organization, Catholicism being our religious affiliation, but you do not have to be Catholic to attend, especially since only 19% of our students actually identify as Catholic. But no matter what your denomination might be, our campus ministry office definitely helps out every student, no matter the denomination. Whether you're trying to continue a spiritual journey or belief in a certain belief system, or to start one, you can definitely do that while at Xavier as well. Then for our residence halls, we have 4 residence halls on campus and 2 residence halls off campus. And so the residence halls that you see here are freshman through senior from left to right. And so St. Catherine Drexel Hall is a freshman residence hall for ladies. St. Michael's Hall, freshman residence hall for gentlemen. The Living and Learning Center is the sophomore on up residence hall for ladies. And then St. Martin de Porres Hall is the upperclassmen residence hall for ladies that are juniors on up and gentlemen that are sophomores on up. Also, within our residence halls currently, we only have freshmen residing on campus due to each and every one of our students having their own room due to COVID-19. And so the 2 off-campus sites are where our upperclassmen students currently reside. One of those sites is an apartment complex known as Privateer Place. The other is a hotel in downtown New Orleans known as the Hilton Riverside Hotel, in which we did contract out that hotel for this particular academic year. Also, it is not required for students to reside on campus or to obtain housing through our Office of Housing. If you would like to live off campus, that is totally fine, whether that be staying with family here near the New Orleans area, or whether that be you obtaining your own apartment or potential house if you decide to, or if you have it like that. But it is not required for you to reside on campus, and you are allowed to have a car on campus, even as a freshman here at Xavier. So for our scholarships, we do offer a number of different scholarships. The bulk of our enrollment, or the bulk of our freshman class, I'll say, incoming students, normally fall within the range of $4,000 to $18,000 per year that they can obtain in partial scholarship dollars. For our high achieving students, they may be able to qualify for our Board of Trustees scholarship, which literally covers everything, considering your full tuition, your room and board, and your fees, and then the presidential scholarship, which covers your full tuition and your fees. Now, Xavier is partially test optional, and I say partially because if you apply without test scores, you can be eligible for our partial scholarships ranging from $4,000 to $18,000. But if you apply with test scores, you would be evaluated and eligible for the upper, or rather top tier scholarships known as the Board of Trustees or Presidential Scholarship. So if you are a senior, as meaning if you became a senior as of August 1st of this school year, you can definitely apply to Xavier. If you are not a senior, you can do so as of August 1st of your senior year. We do have a rolling admissions policy, meaning we do not have early decision, but you can apply as early as you can as of August 1st. The application is totally free on both our website and on the common application as well. For your high school transcript, we do evaluate it with your weighted GPA. And so if you've taken any AP or IB or honors courses, we do consider that credit. Also, if you've taken any dual enrollment courses, you can have that credit transferred over with the transcript from the college or university that you were enrolled within. For AP scores, a 3 or above garners you college credit. And for IB scores, it depends on the level of the course. And so then we do require at least one letter of recommendation to come from either a teacher at your high school or your counselor at your high school. And for that, they can send it directly to us by email, or you can actually list them within the application, in which a link is sent directly to them in order to submit a letter of recommendation. Lastly, for test scores, we do not have a preference between ACT nor SAT. It is totally up to you on whether you want to send either one or both. I know that certain states may be more privy to one than the other, and so it's up to you. But you are not required to send in test scores if you do not want to. Also, if you do not send in test scores, you are required to send in an essay explaining why you would like to attend Xavier, and also a resume informing us of all of your extracurricular activities that you've done during high school, whether that be at high school or outside. You may have done community service, or you may have even had a job while in high school. But let us know about all of that. And I would suggest, even if you have submitted test scores or plan on doing so, to submit those two documents. Lastly, follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Zula Admissions. And again, my name is Brian Cooper. Look us up at xula.edu. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. We have just a couple of minutes of time left. If anybody has any last burning questions you'd like to ask of any of our panelists, you can do so now. If we don't have any more questions, we'll go ahead and end this session here, but thank you all so much for joining us. When you close your window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, as I mentioned before, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for some others. And soon, in less than a week, you should be able to find this session's recording, as well as recordings of all of the other sessions online at the same place where you registered. We did just get a last question. Does Xavier have any veterinary programs? Brian, could you answer that for us really quick?
So Xavier does not have a veterinary program per se. We do have biology pre-vet, which does prepare you for veterinary school.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And with that, again, thank you so much to all of you for attending, and thank you very much to our presenters. I hope you all have a good night. Bye-bye.